In example 2, we're looking to simplify. We have y times z to the 7th, a to the 4th, over y to the 5th times z to the 3rd. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at all the variables separately. So our goal is to end up with one base of each letter. So I'm going to start with my fraction bar, and I'm going to take a look at my y's. This y, remember, has a 1 on top of it. So I have a y to the 1st on the top and a y to the 5th on the bottom. So if I'm looking at y to the 5th on the bottom and y to the 1st, the bigger exponent is the 5, which tells me my y's will end up in the denominator. And then to figure out how many y's, I subtract 5 minus 1, which gives me y to the 4th. Then I'm going to go and look at my z's. I have a z to the 7th on the top and a z to the 3rd on the bottom. Well, 7 is bigger than 3, so my z's will end up on the top. And then to figure out what the exponent is, I take 7 minus 3, and it leaves me with 4 z's left over on the top. And then I take a look, I still have an a to the 4th. There's no other a base to combine it with, so that a to the 4th is going to stay on the top. So my final answer is z to the 4th times a to the 4th, all divided by y to the 4th. Let's do another one in letter B. So once again, I'm going to start with my fraction bar, and I'm going to take a look at each separate variable. My w's, I have a w to the 3rd on the top, and I have a w to the 5th on the bottom. Looking at 5 versus 3, this 5 is bigger than the 3, so my w's will end up on the bottom in the denominator. And to figure out how many, I'm going to subtract 5 minus 3, which would give me 2. So this is w to the 2nd. Then if I take a look at my v's, I have a v to the 6th on the top and a v to the 6th on the bottom. Well, the numbers are the same, and 6 minus 6 is just 0, which means I end up with no more v's, or you can think about anything divided by itself. V to the 6 divided by v to the 6 is just 1, but either way I have a 1 left over as my placeholder on the top. Next, what I'd like you to do is to try this, so you can pause it now. If you did number 1 correctly, you should have ended up with y to the 3rd over x to the 2nd. And if you did number 2 correctly, you should have ended up with g to the 6th times h to the 6th. If you have questions on either one of these, please let me know.